Lipton's. Um, I wanted to come in here and do a video, some pop culture news video. Um, there wasn't a lot of pop culture news, at least for me and what I was interested in as of late. But there was a few things that I've noticed that caught my eye. Um, so and it's not gonna be. I hope it's not a long video. I keep saying that, but it ends up being long videos. Um, but I hope it's not long. I hope this video is like under 25 minutes. But make sure that y'all are subscribed to the channel. Let's get up to 900 subscribers. The goal is to get up to 1,000. Thank y'all so much. And let's get into this video. First of all, so I want to talk about Blake Lively and her co-star in this movie. I think this is my actually my first time ever talking about Blake Lively on my channel. But there's been some mess, I guess, going on with her, which has been really, interesting. I want to talk about Beau and this whole situation with Disney, with the MCU and everything that's going on over there. Want to briefly talk about Billie Eilish, and then I'm going to talk about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. So also, y'all, I know I keep saying, I know like the people that watch me for my Bollywood reviews are they're probably so upset with me. But I promise y'all, it's like I'm gonna have this review in this week. I know I keep saying that, but I just been procrastinating. Like the procrastination has really hit me so hard, and I know I'm gonna put up the video. I'm gonna put up the video because I have the movie, and I just need to watch it thoroughly. So I'm gonna watch it thoroughly, and then I'm gonna put my review up. So definitely watch out for the Nasib 1989 movie review. Okay, first let's talk about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Y'all, I don't know if y'all been, because I don't know if y'all been peeping or like y'all have been kind of, steadily, been reading a lot of things that's been happening right now with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. These two, to me, the way it's looking, like if you were to type in Ben Affleck's name or if you were to type in Jennifer Lopez's name, it seems like these two, their teams are both at war with each other. It seems like there are articles on Ben Affleck's end that is slandering Jennifer Lopez. And then on top of that, you have on Jennifer Lopez's end that is slandering Ben Affleck. Now, even Matt Damon came out recently talking about, oh, I'm happy that I don't have Ben Affleck's life. Like I don't have the same amount of scrutiny as Ben Affleck because it will be torturous. Like you had one of Jennifer Lopez's friends, I'm forgetting her name, but she came out was like, oh, I warned Jennifer not to marry Ben Affleck and all these different things. And then on top of that, it's like, then you get another article talking about, oh, Ben Affleck bought a $20 million home. And then, he wasn't seen at Jennifer Lopez's birthday recently, which I did notice myself too. So there's just a lot of leaks, I think, coming out from both of Tweedledee and Tweedledum's camps. And to me, I just feel like they just need to rip the Band-Aid off with this. Just rip the Band-Aid off. But here's the thing. I think that's who, they're trying to keep up this facade. Y'all breaking up is not going to surprise nobody but yourselves, because at this point, we all knew, and there's no shade, but we all knew that this was what it was going to be. We all knew that this was what was going to be. At the end of the day, I already spoke my piece on this whole Jennifer Lopez thing. I did a video not that long ago also discussing why I think Jennifer Lopez married Ben and her motives and what I think she wanted out of this marriage. I also discussed what Ben Affleck wanted out of this marriage. I put a video up about it like maybe 2 videos ago. I talked about it. And to me, I just felt like was there love there? I will say definitely on Jennifer Lopez's end. For Ben Affleck, sure. But I think overall, it's just like, this is why, in a way, I'm low-key not too much of a big fan of like spinning the block, like when it comes to like your exes and stuff like that, because it's just like, y'all broke up for a reason, so leave it at that. But she wanted to make this work. I genuinely feel like, in my own personal opinion, just based on all these camps leaking, both of these two camps leaking against each other in the media. TMZ lately, I would say, has been on like a anti Jennifer Lopez spree. I don't know if Ben's team is on the phone with Harvey over there. I think for me, they should just rip the Band-Aid off. Yes, maybe for one day we'll talk about, Jennifer Lopez can't keep a marriage. She's always getting married, da da da. And then, we'll also kind of somewhat drag Ben Affleck saying, oh, well, he was an alcoholic. What did she expect? Blah, 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 blah. I think we're really going to talk about this for one day. We're going to discuss Jennifer Lopez's failing marriages for one day. And then we're just going to move forward. We're just going to move forward because I don't think it's that serious enough for y'all's teams to be out here leaking against each other. Y'all both slandering each other through the press, through y'all teams. And yet, y'all, Jennifer Lopez, 2 days ago, wedding band on. And then you have this. It's just like, rip the Band-Aid off. We kind of already knew where this was going from the beginning. Ben doesn't strike me as someone that really wants to be in the spotlight like that, especially doing his alcoholic woes. You know what I mean? He's just not at the best place when it comes to him being a rehabilitated alcoholic. He don't want to be outside like that. He just wants to do his movies and go home. Jennifer Lopez wants to be flaunting out here, wants to be on a nostalgia, vibe and on a nostalgia tour, and Ben Affleck is a part of that. She wants Ben Affleck to be a part of that. To me, I think that these two should just let things be instead of them leaking, stories or making their teams leak against each other. I think it's ridiculous, and I think it doesn't make any sense. On top of that, you guys just have a marriage together. Y'all don't have any kids together or nothing like that. So it's just like, girl, whatever. So that's just my thoughts on that. I just noticed that there's been a lot of leaking on both ends and a lot of friends coming out talking about, oh, well, Ben Affleck is like this and Jennifer Lopez is like that. So I just think it's corny, it's whack. Rip the Band-Aid off, hang it up flat screen, and let's move on. I want to talk about Blake Lively for a second. I never talked about her on my channel. She's never really been someone that's been, on pop culture, like as far as like for anything like controversial, anything problematic. She's always been a woman that, very beautiful woman, I just think that she's very beautiful. I never watched Gossip Girl. I wasn't really a Gossip Girl fan growing up, but a lot of people said that she was really good there. And I always thought that she was a really beautiful woman. You know what I mean? She's very model-esque. And, obviously she's married to Ryan Reynolds. They're both the couple of Hollywood, one of the couples of Hollywood. But she's been in some, I feel like her name has been buzzing lately for some controversy. She has a movie out. They're saying that she's not even promoting the movie well. When she's on the red carpet, she's mostly promoting her husband's movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, because I think she's also in it as well. I think she was a lady pool. But they're saying that she's been promoting that on her own personal movies, red carpet, and she is promoting the movie that she did with this man. What is the actor's name? Justin Baldoni. So it's like, that's one of the things. People are like, what's going on? And then on top of that, I guess, I don't know, they saying that Blake Lively apparently came out and said that she felt uncomfortable with Justin on set or something like that. I'm not sure. I need to go look at the context of it. So then, by the next thing you know, Justin ends up hiring like a PR crisis manager. Apparently they're like, oh, it's a Johnny Depp PR crisis manager, whatever. So, there was already assumptions going on about that. And then by next thing you know, this comes out and they're saying that Blake Lively, here, it's right here, let me zoom in. They're saying Blake Lively has told people there were multiple reasons Justin Baldoni made her feel uncomfortable on the set of It Ends With Us. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ there was a scene in which Justin lifts Blake Lively into the air. According to sources, Justin has a history of back problems. Before lifting Blake, he went to his on-set trainer and asked how much he weighed and how he could train to protect his back injury. Our sources tell us that the second incident that allegedly made Blake feel uncomfortable on set is when the two engaged in a kissing scene, and Blake felt his lingered longer than he should have with the kiss. Um, Listen, I just think, first of all, let me start with the back issue thing. Because I think people were saying that apparently Blake Lively felt like Justin fat shamed her, asking about her weight, and it's like, and if it does come out that Justin genuinely does have a back issue, and that's why he was asking just to make sure that it doesn't hurt his back. I think that Blake, that was a very Karen move on her. To me, I'm sorry, that was a very, and I like Blake. I mean, I don't like her because I don't really watch all her stuff, but like, it's just like that was real caring for you to jump to assumptions immediately about him asking. It's like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes when you first ask about somebody's weight, it's very like, whoa, what are you trying to say? Like, what you trying to, think I'm fat, think I'm pregnant. Like, that's usually like the first reaction. But goddamn, let him explain a little bit. Let him, let him say why he's asking. You just out here jumping to assumptions. And if it comes out that he genuinely has a back issue, you're the one that's gonna have egg on your face because you out here just, trying to make it seem as if this guy is just fat shaming women. And it's like, that could really make social media jump on him. And it's like, I feel like that should have been thought of before she made any form of comments. For the kiss scene, listen, if she genuinely felt uncomfortable, I think it's okay for her to feel that way. Like, okay, like you're doing a bit too much. I just genuinely think that maybe she just didn't like this guy. I think that I think Justin and Blake, the way I just read that part of the article, it seems like these two just didn't mesh well with each other on this movie. I think that maybe the director or whoever should have probably sat them down and let them have a conversation before they started shooting, because maybe the vibes was just not there. And I always think that two actors should have a good working relationship. Of course, there has been situations where actors and actresses in the past, they were not friends, they were not fucking with each other, but yet they just continue to push through and do their jobs and go on about their business. I can point to, like, hell, there are actors that hated each other and end up dating each other. Not to say that these two that was ever gonna happen, but like, it's a situation where people had pushed through. Obviously Blake felt like the kiss was little, it was like, girl, okay, girl, like, enough is enough. And maybe, who knows, maybe Justin was taking the director's orders on the kiss being long or whatever it is. But I just think the way, like, I think, I don't know. I think I want to wait until I get all the facts and all, everything comes out before we start being like, Justin is da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. Because if this back issue thing ends up being true, it's going to be like, girl, you just went, a little too caring on that. Now, do I think that, let's say that, the kiss thing was like a acting thing, or in the back issue thing is like a real thing. I don't think Blake Lively people should, I mean, one, she needs to be like, they need to tell her to calm down next time. Like, she needs to chill. But, and I jump to conclusions because, we do live in a very sensitive world right now, and everybody gets offended with anything. But I do think that, going forward, if she's ever going to do a movie with anybody, it has to be an actor that she vibes with, that she's cool with, that they're friends or something like that. But yeah, I just think that, this whole press tour, they're saying the press tour is horrible. It's not good. They might have another like Harry Styles, Florence Pugh, Olivia Wilde situation going on here, but hopefully it just stays here and it don't become anything weird or predatory from here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like there's just a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of just maybe just like them not really feeling each other personality wise, and maybe they need to, I don't know, have a conversation or something, and let's have a conversation. Let's see what the tea is. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Kind of thing. But other than that, especially that back issue thing, I think that Blake Lively definitely jumped to conclusions with that. It's just like, girl, relax. So I don't know. Hopefully, things go better and, this press tour ends, because clearly it's not a good press tour right now. So, yeah. So hopefully you do well. Yo, God, I feel like I talked about this ad nauseum. But so Beau DeMaio, who was the creator of X-Men 97, and y'all already know I gave X-Men 97 its flowers, its praises, its tens. So the show has been nominated for Emmys, right? And rightfully so. Rightfully so. I was like, it deserves its Emmys. And so apparently Beau DeMaio came out and he said that he hasn't even been invited to the Emmys, even though he's nominated, and that Marvel / Disney has not reached out to arrange his attendance. I created for the Emmys. I created and produced it, and was the entire creative point and leader on every aspect and stage of production. Here's the thing. At this point, either Beau or Disney has to come on. At this point, the way Beau is going, if I think maybe Disney is fed up with him having slight comments, and eventually it will come out. But the reasoning better be good. The reasoning better be good, because it makes absolutely no sense. Well, one, that's the thing too. I don't want to go all the way to bat for Beau DeMaio, because it's like we're not even sure why the hell he got fired. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not trying to go all the way, because it can come out that he might do some real fucked up shit, and I'm gonna be out here having egg on my goddamn face, and I'm not with that. But at the same time, it's like, if it's something like ridiculous or something, I'm gonna be pissed that he got fired about. And then, people bringing up OnlyFans, I don't know, and then they're saying, oh, he, but these are rumors from fans that, oh, he was a menace on the sets, and he was just not, he didn't have the good attitude on set. It's just like, y'all tell me why he got fired. Disney either needs to, and you know what? Here's the thing too. Beau DeMaio needs to stop having these slight comments if he's not going to tell us why the hell he got fired, period. If he's not going to give us the tea, if he's not going to spill it, if he's not going to tell us word for word, bar for bar, what happened and what was the reasoning that Disney fired him, or why he think he got fired, then stop having these slight comments. Because at this point, even me, I'm upset that you're not on the ongoing process of X-Men 97, because I genuinely believe he did a good job with this show. So the fact that you're not even on the show anymore, you're not going to be doing having any creative process about this, it has pissed me off, because I don't know what the hell you did. And I think that you are a talented, as far as like when it comes to the comics and stuff like that, you're definitely up to par with it. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to tell us what happened here, then stop having these slight comments. Stop having these slight comments. Now, on Disney's end, Disney needs to come out. They need to come out and say, hey, this is what happened. This is why we felt like, it was right and necessary to fire Beau DeMaio. Period. End of story. State your case. Because now, when you go to the comment section of this particular post that I found on Twitter, people are just like, yo, what is happening here? Like, can Disney or Beau DeMaio just come out flat, like, tell us what happened? We're just so confused, and now we're making assumptions. Fans are making assumptions. We don't know if it's right. We don't know if it's wrong. We just don't know. And the fact that, like, I feel like we're in limbo right now, and we're scared about the future of X-Men 97, of season 2 and of season 3. It's just like, I don't know. So to me, I think, one, I'm gonna just say this. Outside of the firing, outside of all these things, I do think it's wrong that Disney did not arrange his attendance at the Emmys, because the show wouldn't be as successful and popular if it wasn't for Beau DeMaio's vision, writing, everything. At the end of the day, due to him being as a fan of the comics, being a fan of X-Men, is the reason why X-Men 97 did so well. And I think that him not, the Emmys saw it fit enough for them to nominate him. I don't understand why Disney's not making the effort to arrange his attendance. Especially since I know people are going to give all the credit to Kevin Feige and all them. Girl, it's the people behind the scenes that put in the work. So I think that Beau DeMaio definitely deserves his tens. in the situation. But then again, we don't know. We don't know. So I just think that Beau DeMaio, if you're not gonna tell us what it is, then stop making us live comments. Disney, if you're not gonna tell us what it is, I just think that if X-Men 97 season 2 and season 3 are not good, Disney, you will be dragged to hell. You will be dragged to hell and back. You will be put in. We will drag you into the underworld. Okay, so that's just my thoughts. I think that both sides need to come out with the information, because at this point, we as fans, we're not understanding what is happening here. So I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Speaking of Disney, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm kind of interested in this. I think I might take my siblings to watch this thing. So they said Toy Story 5 will be about toys going up against electronics. I think this is a good concept. Just based on like what's going on in our world today, how kids are with the tablets and the phones. The kids are getting electronics so young nowadays. 9 years old, 8 years. It's just like it's too young. I think it would be a good concept, and I think that if they execute it to a point where they kind of show a lesson in how these electronics are literally rotting the brains of our young kids, now I think that it will be a great thing. This is probably the only sequel, whatever you want to call it, that I'm interested in. I saw, Snow White in the Dorms trailer. I saw Mufasa. I'm not, they're making another Frozen. They're making, what else? What else they got coming out? I feel like there's some other things. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested in that shit. I'm not interested in Snow White. I can't. I'm not interested in Frozen. Honestly, I've never ever really been a fan of Frozen. Like from, the first movie, the second movie, I never cared. I watched the first movie. I never watched the second movie. I just didn't care. I think Let It Go's over and very overrated song. Just don't care too much about it. Don't care about the Mufasa movie. I didn't watch the live action Lion King. I thought that it was bad casting on all ends. I just didn't care. But I am interested in watching this though. I am interested in taking my siblings to go watch this, because I think that it will be a good lesson. I never also really been a Toy Story fan either, surprisingly. Like I remember like my older siblings were fans of it growing up, but like me, I was like more like the Disney princess kind of girl, more like that, like never really been into Toy Story. But I think that this will go more so based on like our society and where it is today. So I think it's gonna have a lot of relatability. So that's why I'm interested in going to watch it. So, but yeah, let's see how this goes. So yeah, but yeah, I would say this movie, I'm interested. Well, also depends on the trailers too. If the trailers look good, I'm gonna go watch it. But then also Hercules too. Hercules is still in development with the Russo brothers. So I'm like, okay, I'm waiting to see. We need to see who they cast. Yo, I'm kind of kind of nervous about the casting of Hercules. I'm like, oh my god, please get my muses right, please. I don't want Beyonce. I don't want Lizzo anywhere near my muses. Okay. Please get Beyonce and Lizzo out of there, please, because y'all think that those are the only two black women in the music industry. There are other amazing singers. Go to the black church, get some up and coming gospel singers to play the muses. I can't wait. So yeah, those are the only things I'm interested in watching. Last thing I want to talk about Billie Eilish. Let me tell you something. I didn't finish listening to Billie Eilish's album, but for the few songs that I did listen to, because I also been procrastinating on doing a review on her album too. But the few songs that I did listen to, I think that Billie, like the way the album is going, I think that if anybody deserves, from the few songs that I listened to, and then Ariana Grande's album, if there's any pop girls that definitely deserve album of the, like, not album of the year. I mean, yeah, album of the year. Yeah, album of the year, it should either be Billie Eilish or Ariana Grande. If we're gonna be honest about it, Taylor Swift don't deserve it really like that. If y'all want to be, can we start saying the truth? Can we start saying the truth? Y'all know damn well tortured poets department. Like, be serious. It's not hitting anywhere near Billie Eilish's versatility. Okay, Billie Eilish is y'all not getting into Billie Eilish's tea. Billie Eilish's versatility, her vocals. It's not, it touches my soul. Okay, like it touches my soul. Like Billie Eilish can sing, honey. Like Ariana Grande can sing. I felt like these two, both from the songs that I listened to on both these girls' albums, they have shown why they are the premier pop girls within this industry. And I think that, while the year still has not ended, if y'all gonna tell me who deserves to be nominated for album of the year of this year, we're talking about both male and female. Well, so far no males, because I don't think a lot of guys haven't really put out any albums like that. But then again, maybe I also might be listening to more girls than yeah. This year I've been mostly listening to girls, but then again, Zayn Malik don't. Yeah, well, yeah, I listened to Zayn Malik's album and I thought that the album was trash. So to me, because I listened to Ariana Grande's album, I listened to Beyonce's album, I listened to Taylor Swift's album, and I'm almost done with Billie Eilish's album. And so far, I'm like, yo, Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish definitely deserve to be nominated for album of the year, and either of those two need to be awarded that, because I think that these two girls definitely show their versatility, their range, their vocals, like just beautiful, beautiful music, and I think that they definitely deserve their props. So, but then again, there are gonna be some Beyonce fans gonna be like, well, Beyonce deserves album of the year. Beyonce deserved album of the year for B-Day or I Am Sasha Fierce, because those two were iconic albums. She should have gotten those album of the years for those two albums. Other than that, you know, Cowboy Carter. Is anybody bumping? I feel like I haven't really heard anybody bumping Cowboy Carter ever since I listened to the album. Like from the streets, I haven't really heard anybody listening to it. Like when I'm driving around, hearing the music through the car, like it's just like nobody. And the same goes for Taylor Swift. It's no shade. Like Taylor Swift is the same thing. It's like I know people are going to her tours and stuff, but people are gonna go listen to the songs at her tours. But in the streets, us going in the car, like I haven't really heard anybody listening to those two albums. And those two women are the biggest artists of all time. So I just think that Billie Eilish and Ariana Grande, they definitely did the big ones this year. So, but then again, that year has not ended. We probably might get some more amazing albums from other artists. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah. But anyway, y'all, that's just that. I think that's all I have for today. Yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 900 subscribers. The goal is to get to 1,000. I thank y'all so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.